Okay guys, so welcome back to yet another Jacqui Briggs video. This is a series essentially of me just trying to up my own level of play. So some of you might have seen the previous video where I heavily criticized my gameplay, but was able to identify certain, simple errors that I was making during my gameplay. So hopefully what I've done this time around is I've ironed a little bit of it out and presented maybe a more solid gameplay experience for myself and I suppose for anybody who's wanting to learn a bit of next gen. Okay, so playing against Fujin here, and again, one of the things that I identified quite heavily in the previous match was me just not staying grounded, becoming rather trigger happy on the jump button. So I think a lot of what I was trying to do this time around, not necessarily without fault, but a lot of what I was trying to do this time around was to stay a bit more grounded, play a bit of footsies, understand when my moment is, pick my time, take my turn when I need to, capitalize on plus frames, which you saw there I tried to do. And then of course to stick to some of the fundamentals. The game obviously offers you, and you'll see it during these sets, a number of mechanics and tools that you can basically use at your disposal. And I don't think anybody needs to be ashamed of, some of the decisions that they take. As you can see in this particular match, this guy is about 10 seconds away from taking this round. He's got the life lead. And I mean, I think anybody would get impatient and just try to finish it off. But the guy just, played patiently, kept his distance, let the time run out, and as a result, he's taken that first round. So, irrespective of what has happened, already I was very much more impressed with my own gameplay in that particular round. Not to sound too vain, but if you're happy, you're happy. Again, trying to capitalize on plus frames. Land the jumping 2 into a combo, forces the air breakaway there. And again, as you can see guys, staying grounded, waiting for my moment. Tried to flawless block there, unfortunately something I have to lab just a little bit more closely. But set up, keep my opponent on that dot damage, and eventually gets to a point where he's close to death. And now do something very clever. I jump and I put that little dot damage thing out there, and as a result I take that second round. So third round of the first game essentially of this Kombat League set. Opponent has me cornered here, and again, what I would normally do in situations like that, I would try to jump out, and this time around I chose not to, and as a result landed 216 damage combo. So just little things like that I'm seeing as a result of just staying on the ground as opposed to trying your utmost to jump out of situations. This game offers so many options on wake up that jumping out is probably the least effective out of the lot. And I mean, it is situational for sure. But as you can see, healthy life lead in this first game. Trying to again take advantage of that plus frames. And now it's just a matter of time before I close it out. Choose not to continue with the grease kick to avoid the brutality. I had respect for my opponent in this situation because game went well, I was happy, got the win. Another opponent changes characters, and unfortunately changes to a character that I'm not too fond of, so you guys will see that shortly.
Round 1.
Okay, so my opponent has now switched to Jax, a character that I despise. Anybody who knows my record on PC, especially against Jax, is not that great. But I'm hell-bent on learning this particular character, especially for this season. I kind of stick to certain characters in certain Kombat League seasons. And I think my desire for Kombat League over the last couple of seasons has just deteriorated. But you find those opponents that you really just enjoy. And as I'm speaking here, I'm realizing that my hatred for Jax is speaking here. I'm already down to about 16% life. Trying my best to, do what I need to do to at least try to make the Jax panic, but unfortunately I panic. Don't block that particular forward 3. and as a result, he's taken that first round almost in double quick time, really. So again, you can already see that some of the mistakes that I was trying to iron out in the previous match, or in the previous video rather, starting to creep in now. You know, letting go of block, trying to jump out. Okay, so again, managed to work the plus frames there, but unfortunately walked straight into that wake up 3 there by Jax. And this is where Jax just becomes annoying because, you know, he's got such a little buttons that do quite a bit of damage, and I mean his comeback factor is just real. And this is where, you know, Jax and I just don't get along because, you know, his fatal blow danger is when I'm in range. His is almost full screen, and as a result, you know, shows me similar respect in the sense that he doesn't go in teabag or fatality. But again, hell-bent on learning this character, Jacqui Briggs next generation. So what I do, instead of swapping characters, I stick to Jacqui, and we'll see what happens in game number 3.
Round 1.
Okay, so game number 3, 1 apiece in this Kombat League set. And again, you know, like I said, hell-bent on learning this character, wanting to make it work, and instead of, you know, playing Jax's game and trying to be all up in your face, what I've really done this time around is stay out of that particular range as much as possible. So you can see a lot of Jax's pressure comes from him being on top of you all the time. And obviously I'm aware of that fatal blow in this particular situation, so I'm trying to put out the dome, minimize my risk here in terms of damage taken, because as I can see, my opponent is just clearly focused on taking time away, or letting the timer go down, but at the same time keeping his distance from me. So I'm constantly wary of the fatal blow. Doesn't fall for the plus frames this time. Gets the forward 3-3 into the fatal blow. And at this point, guys, as you can well imagine, I'm pissed. I'm so pissed off right now. But the genuine thing is that I'm happy at this point because round 1 is gone. The fatal blow is out of the equation now. So now it's my opportunity to really pounce. And as you can see in this round that's about to take place now, that's exactly what I did. So got the blue shit on the floor, keeping his damage going down. Okay, again, dot damage. Unfortunately, got a bit trigger happy there. Again, he falls for the 3rd hit, and now he gets a little bit impatient, tries to jump out of the situation. Projectile waiting for him, and now comes the final round. And I'm going to go back to what I spoke about earlier on about using every available resource at your disposal to get the win. So again, you know, I'm already aware that there's no fatal blow in play here, from his side at least. And I'm just making sure that I'm not trying to play his game and get all in his face. So I'm keeping my distance as much as possible, waiting for my moment. Mixing it up a little bit, so instead of going for the forward 3, goes for the forward grab. Wasn't aware of the grab tech. Tried it again, but unfortunately he takes it this time. Okay, with the combo into the forward 3, forces the AOA breakaway, and now he's in kill zone. So there's 40 seconds left on the clock. Eat another forward grab, and now he's only interested in staying away. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to stay away as well. Keep that blue stuff on the floor so he can't approach. I mean, one touch of that blue stuff and he's absolutely gone. So I'm deciding here, you know, I can minimize my damage that I take. He can obviously try and projectile me from full screen. I'll just block as much as I can. Again, trying to work my way in, trying to get that blue shit on the floor. And now I'm realizing, you know what, this game is mine to win. So I know he's going to try the ground pound. Doesn't work out. Block the final missile, and thank you very much. So that's all about using every resource available to you. So, you know, not every match is going to be a fast-paced match, but I think if you fundamentally make sure that your game is tight, you've got every chance of actually taking the game, and that's exactly what I did in that third and final round there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you guys can see, especially if you watched the previous video of Jacqui Briggs, where I was really hard on myself, ironed out quite a bit of those errors and managed to get the Kombat League set win. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers.
Get over here!
I could give a damn if you doubt me.